Hi, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Festival of Trees. I'm Scott Michlin with KSJE. We have taken our equipment on the road today to bring you some of the opening pageantry of the Festival of Trees today from the Farmington Civic Center. You're going to hear a story from Farmington Mayor Nate Duckett. Also, we'll give you a glimpse at some of the beautiful decorated trees, of course, and we'll take you outside for the lighting of the Farmington Christmas tree here at the Farmington Civic Center. So we're so glad you're with us. This is KSJE on the road at the 2022 Festival of Trees. KSJE is supported by the Farmington Museum. What if you could jump into the world of wild kratts and swing through the trees like a monkey, or hunt like a dragonfish? Now you can. Wild Kratts, Creature Power, and Ocean Adventure Museum Exhibit, opening September 24th through January 7th at the Farmington Museum. Tickets at farmingtonmuseum.org.
We invite you to the Festival of Trees Santa's Sleigh Ride, December 2nd from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Farmington Civic Center. Take a magical ride through historic downtown Farmington. Make memories on a horse-drawn wagon ride, s'mores, and a reindeer scavenger hunt. Tickets are $8 and can be purchased online at pmsfestivalofTrees.org. Thank you Fundamentals Child Development, Air Star, and Four Corners Community Bank for sponsoring this event. Join us for Lunch with Trees at the Festival of Trees November 30th from 11:30 to 1:30 at the Farmington Civic Center. Enjoy a delicious lunch where you have an opportunity to view the beautiful trees. Lunch includes barbecue pork sandwich, chips, salad, drink, cookie, and 2 Festival of Trees raffle tickets. Tickets are $10 and can be purchased in advance at pmsfestivalofTrees.org. Thank you In Distracted Driving for sponsoring this event.
KSJE is supported by the Farmington Civic Center, presenting A Christmas Carol, Friday, December 23rd at 7:30 p.m. The true spirit of Christmas in this production, filled with haunting special effects and heartfelt sentiment. A powerful story of redemption, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol has enchanted audiences the world over with its simple message of holiday joy. Friday, December 23rd at 7:30 p.m. at the Farmington Civic Center.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Has everybody filled out their letter for Santa? We've written our letters and asked Santa for the wonderful things we want this year.
Have you written your letter to
I
Santa?
have written my letter to Santa.
You have?
My presents are getting more expensive, though.
He did mention that.
Santa
He
is
said you
definitely
they will
concerned
not fit in your stocking.
that I might be asking for too much.
Yes.
But thank you all for being here tonight. It's great to have you're exclusively invited to this wonderful kickoff for the Festival of Trees, which is celebrating its 20-year anniversary this year. And so after we read How the Grinch Stole Christmas, we're going to go outside and we're going to light the big Christmas tree here in the city of Farmington. You guys excited about that?
How big is it?
It's really big.
But how big
Miss
is
Claus.
really big?
It's the size of 2 abominable snowmen.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So how many of you have read How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Yeah? No? Have you seen the cartoon or the movie? Yeah? All right, so we're going to have some fun with this. And then we'll go outside, and then remember, just as a reminder, Thursday, we have the awesome Christmas parade downtown. I hear Santa Claus is going to be there, so that's exciting. And then Saturday, we have the luminaries at San Juan College. So we hope you can join us for all of those events. Well, thank you all again for being here. Ms. Claus, you ready?
Let's go.
All right. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. Everybody see okay? If you want to come up closer, you can, by the way. So if you want to see the pictures, please come up closer. Every Who in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. How are you, big guy? You see the pictures? Who's that?
Do you want to come sit on my lap?
Is that the Grinch? But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, he did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. Aww. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Whos, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas and it's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers, nervously drumming. I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming.
No.
Can you imagine that? Why would anybody want to stop Christmas from coming? Because their heart was too small? I don't know.
Because it's awesome.
Because it's awesome. Who's that? Who's over here? Oh my goodness, it's the Grinch.
He stole Christmas.
You know,
He's
real
trying.
quick, I wanted to get you something, and I thought, what do you get the man who has everything? You get him a spoon.
Oh, thanks, Grinch.
Found him in the dump, no big deal.
It's a gift I will
you.
keep forever.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
This is
Grinch.
the good plastic too, isn't it?
You what?
This is the good plastic.
No
too,
idea.
Isn't it?
I don't know what it is.
For tomorrow he knew all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early. They'd rush for their toys. And then, oh, the noise. Oh, the noise, 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 noise. That's one thing he hated. The noise, 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 noise. Do those look like noisy gifts?
Give us some noise.
Can we make some noise?
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah!
Come on, let's make some noise over there, big guy. Yeah. Then the Whos, young and old, would sit down to a feast. And they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, 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 feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch could not stand in the least. You guys have your favorite Christmas meal? What's your favorite thing at Christmas? You guys have Christmas ham?
Candy cane.
Yeah.
Candy cane.
Candy canes. And then they do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Whos would start singing. They'd sing and they'd sing, and they'd sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing.
No.
Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how?
No.
Here's all the Who's singing.
Say no.
No. We like singing.
Yeah.
More singing.
Sing a little bit, Mayor.
You want me to sing? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. How's that? All right?
Pretty good.
All right. And then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. Is that an evil face? Huh? What's he planning? How dare I, Grinch?
Put on a little weight since last year, Grinch. Just saying.
I know just what to do, the Grinch laughed in his throat. And he made a quick Santa Claus hat and coat. And he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I look just like St. Nick. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around. But since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said. If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max. Then he took some red thread and he tied a big horn on the top of his head.
Boo. Boo.
What's he doing there? He's put a horn on Max's head. Poor little guy. Grinch, how dare you?
It's not Max, it's a reindeer.
Okay. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. And the Grinch said, "Giddy up!" And the sleigh started down toward the homes where the Whos lay a snooze in their town.
You don't tell a dog giddy up. Do you? You don't do giddy up to a dog, do you?
It's a reindeer.
Oh, excuse me. It's not a snow deer, but a reindeer?
You're mistaken.
I'm sorry.
All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air. All the Whos were all dreaming sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square, "This is stop number 1, the old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in fist. Everybody see? If you guys want to come over here, you can. Big gap here. Just offering. Then he slid down the chimney a rather tight pinch, Grinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once for a moment or two, and then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who stockings all hung in a row. These stockings, he grinned, are the first things to go. Has anybody hung their stockings up yet this year? No? Almost? Got our Christmas trees ready to go? They got plenty of Christmas trees here. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present.
All of them?
All of them.
Every one of them?
Every one of them, Grinch. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, and plums. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimney. Boo.
Boo.
What are those kids going to think when they wake up in the morning? Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out that ice box as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Now he's getting in the fridge, stealing the presents and the food.
And the Who ash.
That's a crime, Grinch. It's a crime. You're committing crimes. Just want you to know that.
Citizens arrest.
We need the police here. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee, and now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. He's even going to take the Christmas tree.
Boo. Yes.
Boo. And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small Who. Little Cindy Lou Who was not more than 2.
Cindy Lou Who?
The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter who got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?
Why? Why?
Why would he do that? But you know that old Grinch was so smart and so slick. He thought up a lie, and he thought of it quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here. And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. He tricked Cindy Lou Who.
Boo.
Boo. Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for the mouse. Everybody see the mouse down there?
Boo.
Then he did the same thing to the other Who houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. It was 15:15 dawn, all the Who's still abed, and the Who's still a snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. You guys see how big this bag is? And look at poor little Max trying to pull.
All me, I'm super strong.
No, that's Max. That's Max Grinch pulling that up a hill.
Sorry.
3,000 feet up.
3,000 feet up.
Up the side of Mount Crumpet. He rode with his load to the tip top to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the Who's. He was Grinchiously humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo. Would that make you cry if you woke up and all your presents were gone?
Let's all boo-hoo.
And all your food was gone? And the stockings and the lights? Boo-hoo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started low, and then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so. But it was merry very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise.
That's a shocking surprise.
That is some red eyes, Grinch.
Well, yeah, I don't sleep, so.
Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. Yay! They're all still singing. With no presents or food or trees, and the Grinch with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a bit more.
Yeah. So they're Grinch.
Nice try, guy.
Neener, neener, neener.
Neener, neener.
That's really mean.
It is mean.
And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say, that Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he's going down the mountain, bringing everything back to Whoville.
Woo!
And this time, Max is pushing the sled instead of pulling it. And he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast.
Slander.
What do you guys think? Is that a good Christmas story?
That's a good
Yeah? Woo!
Woohoo!
Nice try, Grinch.
Yeah.
But we're glad that you had a change of heart.
The end was a problem for me. It's not accurate.
We're glad you brought the presents back. And you cut the roast beast. And I'm sure all the people of Whoville were happy to see you there.
And how's Max?
Why are you trying to make me look bad?
Making you look
You're doing that all
beautiful.
by yourself?
San Juan Regional Medical Center is your community hospital, committed to making life better for the communities we are privileged to serve. In fact, better is our mission, improving lives through personalized health and care. What matters most to our patients matters most to us, offering a comprehensive range of inpatient, outpatient, and emergency care services so you can get the quality care you need right here at home. San Juan Regional Medical Center, celebrating life better here since 1910.
Services here in the area, Jill. Jill, how many trees do we have inside?
We currently have almost 90 entries.
We have almost 90 tree entries inside. It's incredible. And just the amount of effort, work, and money invested in each one of those trees is absolutely amazing. I want to thank Rob Bass and our city administration. Rob, I remembered you tonight because you're the man and all the great work you do. But thank you to everybody who's here tonight as well to celebrate with us. See if I missed anybody. Carrie Olson. I'll let Carrie, Jill, you mentioned Carrie. Hi, Carrie. For also putting this together. But it's Presbyterian Medical Services Festival of Trees 20th anniversary. So this is a big celebration, and I want to hand this off to Mrs. Jill Adair for some additional words, and then we will light the tree. Jill.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, I just again want to thank all of you for coming out. I know it's cold this morning, but you know, as Nate said, we are celebrating our 20th year of Presbyterian Medical Services being the beneficiary of Festival of Trees. So we've been really planning this for the entire year. And as we wrapped up everything last night and waking up this morning to snow, which is truly a sign, right? Here we are to kick off the season for the holiday season. So I just really want to say thank you to all of my Festival Trees committee members. There's many of them that, again, have put in many, many hours throughout this past year and every year over those 20 years. I want to make sure that I thank all of my staff. You know, they've done a great job, and as you go in there, you'll see some of their trees as well. I want to do a big shout out to Marion Oil and Gas. They are our presenting sponsor that they've been doing this for almost 7 years for us, so thank you them. I want to thank Scott Michlin, who's one of our board members. So thank you, Scott, for being here. So with that, I know we're all shivering and freezing, so we can go inside. We'll now be open to the public. There are many events throughout the week. Please make sure you all get a schedule. Look at the website. That's where you can purchase many of the tickets and then a few of the events. you can purchase at the door. But tickets inside are, again, are 50 cents. You can just put your name on them. You can also do labels this year and put them into the bucket. As I previously said, we have almost 90 entries. That's way more than we've ever had in the 20 years. So thanks to the community for doing that.
I've got one shout out. That's to Miss Claus, Dorothy Novus. Dorothy's out here. Dorothy's back there. Thank you, Dorothy, for joining us tonight. You look amazing. And let's have a great Christmas season. Let's take this off right. Remember, this is a year of giving. If you have it in your heart, find an organization here in town that carries your mission with them. Support them. They need it more than ever. And let's make this a true year, a true season of giving. So, without any further ado, Jill, are we ready? Is everybody ready? Should we do a countdown? Hey, listen, there's a 1 second delay from the time I touch the iPad until this light. So, maybe I'll light it on 1. All right, and then countdown. Here we go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can see all the lights all around us here, all lit up. I mean, now we just need music, right? Want me to sing?
No.
All right, everybody, thank you for being here tonight. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Join us for the Festival of Trees Senior Social, December 2nd from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Farmington Civic Center. Enjoy a hot cup of coffee or tea and a cookie or two. Live entertainment will be offered. This event is free for seniors in our community. Visit pmsfestivaloftrees.org for more information about the Festival of Trees and to purchase tickets to any of our events. Thank you 7S Minerals and Jacobs Engineering for sponsoring this event.
San Juan Regional Medical Center is your community hospital, committed to making life better for the communities we are privileged to serve. In fact, better is our mission, improving lives through personalized health and care. What matters most to our patients matters most to us, offering a comprehensive range of inpatient, outpatient, and emergency care services so you can get the quality care you need right here at home. San Juan Regional Medical Center, celebrating life better here since 1910.